players like Solo, Glow, and Perry as well. They are the veterans. But actually, we've also seen Solo step up across the board here. But just when they went on their T side, nothing worked. Yeah. And Zilk, on the other hand, the few times he did have the AWP, he was still managing to put up a good feat. And as soon as they gave him opportunity, he was able to utilize it every single time. The crazy one was when Mara picked up the AWP. He was still missing shots, but he was getting away with it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was saying, the HSK seems to be a very confident player. Yeah. And as we saw, once after that first half and he started losing rounds, we didn't really see a lot of HSK after that. Before that, he was getting quad kills, triple kills every now and then with pistols, not even buying guns on Cobble, just going with the CZ because he didn't think he needed a gun. Suddenly on that second half, he loses a couple of rounds and he seems to fumble.
Yeah, and this is the problem. It's like you have to be able to keep yourself mentally strong, and maybe that is where it's lacking for these two teams because they've both struggled at individual chances where you shouldn't be losing out like that. You were completely thrown off your game. Like Mongols on Cobblestone was basically like watching a team who had never played the map before, yet we know they've played this thousands of times. They should be prepared for it. And then MVP here on Cash was just like your T side was non-existent. Like there was actually no point of your T side.
Yeah, they definitely need to get out of this mindset that just because you lose a couple of rounds, you need to stop being aggressive. That isn't how it works. If you lose a couple of deals, okay, you lose the round, but you're going to have to keep trying to do it. If you don't kill them, obviously you're not going to get in the round. And like we see, they're playing so worried. One person's going in, and literally the person behind him is 10 seconds behind, 5 seconds behind, not even close to each other. They're having a sprint around the map to try and follow each other, leaving the bomb on a different site, trying to get a sneaky plant. They need to just play normal Counter-Strike. They need to go together on this terrorist side, all frag together, trade frag, use your utility, get the smokes out, use the mollies to clear positions, and then you can start tying together more T rounds. But that last map was just abysmal on the T side from MVP.
And I just don't understand as well how I can understand how you would get scared because of the situation. That's understandable. But how do you then also lose all your communication? Because we saw it on Cobble where they were like getting the fast rotates in, they were working off each other, playing interesting positions, they were bouncing around, getting the boosts in and stuff. And then they come onto their T side on Cash and it was like, oh, okay, no, well, I'm just going to go on my own. Oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's send another one in.
Yeah.
Do exactly the same thing. Just nothing.
Exactly. No trade frag means no round most of the time, especially on that T side. Luckily, CT... You're right there, James.
as long as I don't die before the next cast.
Yeah, but like we said, they definitely... Right, as long as they play the way the CT side, the crisp rotations, everyone's together, they need to just transfer that over to T side. It shouldn't be that difficult. They could be able to recover in this game, but like I said, it's going to come down to the mindset. Who's going to be the most broken after that? Because it's basically who's going to outweigh the hype from Mongols or the sadness of MVP. Which one reached higher? So this map's going to be interesting because they both have such strong records in Inferno as well. Going to be an absolute banger.
If you're Kings, like you're watching this obviously to see what the teams are doing, you're probably looking at this like, how do we make sense of this?
Yeah.
How do we look at this game and go, we've got to face one of these two teams, but like they're equally as confused as we are?
Yeah, some people, maybe they'll get 12 rounds or maybe they'll get 3. Who knows? Depends on the half.
Now there we are. It's MVP. Hopefully they've managed to cool down a little bit, get themselves refreshed, get themselves ready for Inferno. Now, we know that MVP like to play Inferno. It's a map they can play well at, but this whole situation, I don't feel comfortable saying anyone's going to take it convincingly because just as we see the Mongols on the screen, they could easily drop the ball like we've seen them do as well. This is fully 50-50 for me.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be a back and forth game, and here we go. We're into the pistol. See a lot of utility as well on this MVP squad. I like to see that. 2 smokes, 2 HEs, 2 flashes. We've got a lot of util going in this, so they will be able to do an execute on one of these sites.
Now, I'm wondering as well for MVP if they just have the same tactics, because this is exactly what they used against King, and do they change things up, or is it just literally let's run a couple? Because as a good team, you need to have at least a few setups that you can work with so you're not predictable.
Yeah, I'm working their way up to the banana now. These smokes likely just to cover off CT, allow them to get on that site and get that bomb down. Mongols not quite savvy that information yet, not been spotted out so far of MVP, but here we go. Now that the smokes are coming in, that should give it away, and here comes the rotate from there.
Oh, they're going to try and boost themselves over to see above the smokes. That's going to work nicely, but is Silk going to be spotted? They jump up and Glow finds the kill. This is a good start for MVP. The bomb's going to be planted. They force the CTs back. Zilk's been tagged up quite a lot, unable to get a single frag there. Perry's actually worked himself into a very nice spot. He's hidden down there. The CTs aren't going to come through. They're going to bundle up through in ruins, and this is where it could look really difficult for him. Zilk's manages to find 1 kill, but is he going to be able to do anything else? He's working his way around. Machine gun goes down. Zilk continuing to be the aggressor here, but HSK and Zeph pulling off the frags. He's on the bomb, and are they going to go? Yes, thank God for that. It's one of them things where you get a ninja because there's so much stuff going on that might not actually ever catch
forget
him.
that he's there.
Yeah, just allow him to sit on it.
Do get that pistol round, so MVP starting strong at least after that previous round, getting that first round on the board.
Now the thing is, Mongols go for this scout buy, go for the forced up pistols. Mara's going to be the one with it in his hand, but how much can they really do here when MVP, they've opted for 1 Galol, and the rest of them have got the 4 umps to play with plenty of utility. Mara's going to have to hit some headshots, boy.
Yeah, it's not going to be as bad with these SMGs on Inferno. At least you can all push Banana, so it's pretty close range. This scout is landed there, but he's going to have to do some work to get headshots on all these players.
That grenade landed on his feet. He's down on 51 health already. He's rushing back to Coffins. He's being pushed around a little bit as well, instantly getting a rotation through from a couple of his teammates to back him up. As MVP do look to try and take this B bomb site once again. Everyone is pretty much there. Solo's lurking at the back a little bit as the nade comes in. And Zeph goes down. They don't want to afford to lose any weapons here to the CTs. They've got to make sure they don't get their hands on them.
Here comes the push from MVP. That first scope shot does miss, which means they're probably going to push on this site free. Zeph struggling to get a kill as well means that they are going to be on this B site. Will be able to get the bomb down. Mongo's left having a retake here, but jump into the site and gets one himself. NCL goes big. Sogu gets taken down. NCL left on his own towards Coils. MVP should know what's up.
How is NCL still alive? He's doing all the damage. They pick up their kills, and that was insane. MVP just fell apart when they had all the weapons, they had everything to work with. But that was the hero play from NCL. Jumps on top of Covins, sprays down, and then just runs out. Acts like he did nothing. It's like in and out.
That round looked 1 for MVP. I was even saying, oh yeah, it should be a pretty smooth round. Then all of a sudden, NCL just bounces over the coils, and his teammates push in with him, and they get that force by win.
1-1, and we said it's going to be back and forth, but I never expected that. We're going to see MVP. Are they just going to go for a complete? No, okay, so Glow's going for a MAC-10. HSK's up on an AK. UMP for Perry. CZ on Solo, and a UMP again for Zeph. So very mixed buy here, but they're trying to force it out. Destroy Mongol's economy. Well, they've got quite a few rifles to work with though, and they're doing the triple stack towards B early on. HSK sits in the flames, nearly dies, but he does find the frag. Glow's gone down in the meantime as well. Does favour Mongols though, because there's so much damage been done towards HSK, down on 18 health. He sat in the molly for so long.
Yeah, just one MVP player left lurking towards that A site, trying to catch a rotator out while the rest of his squad are over towards this B site, and here comes the push, James.
Yeah, Mara's waiting for it. He's very out in the open. He's backed up by Sogu, who comes in with them 2 swift kills. Now we're in a 1v1 though, and it's going to be Perry taking him on. And the thing is, he's going to be looking for him to come from CT Arch side. So Perry's doing it smart, coming from Banana, going to keep him guessing. But there's nothing for the Mongols to worry about here because he's just going to sit in sight. The bomb's down anyway. He has to come to him.
Yeah, it's going to be a long push here for Perry. We'll have to recover that bomb, which is in plain view of Sogu, and then either get the bomb down or run away back over towards A. It's going to be a difficult fight here for Perry.
Sogu, is he going to look to face it as well? He's got the advantage. The spray comes out, but it's nicely done there for him. Sogu, standing strong, comes in with a triple 100 health as well. Saves the weapon, but the rebuy is going to be incredibly expensive up for the CT side of Mongols.
Yeah, huge win there for Sogu. Does well to win that 1v1, getting 3 kills total into the round. Secures it for Mongols. And there we go, 2 rounds in a row now. Only that pistol that was dropped. MVP going to have to opt for the save here.
Yeah, they needed to get the bomb down. Didn't happen as well. They went for the force up. Got smacked down. It was close, though, in the end there. So much back and forth battling at Banana. This time around might be going more towards A, but the Mongols are pushing all positions. Sogu again comes in so strong. Machine Gun's picking up the kills. Mara's managed to get one with the SMG as well. And that was a very clean and comfortable round once again from Mongols. And this is where they start to get dangerous when they do rack up these rounds like this.
Yeah, definitely. Mongols looking as we expect now. Finally playing as one unit, all of them on point, getting the kills, getting some rounds. First, we'll just call the first map, we'll write it off. We'll pretend that never happened. 16-5, yeah, it didn't matter. Didn't matter. It's all about this third game now.
And that's the way you got to play it. That's the smart way to do it. Keep yourself mentally strong. Ignore the mistakes that were made. Focus on the game that you're playing now. On these nades coming down from the Mongols. So much damage done. Zeph on 39 health already. And he's not even seen anyone.
Yeah, strong push here as well from the Mongols down towards Banana. So they're going to get this information. But a spray through the smoke and puts Zilk on low HP. And he dies to NCL's Molly. A team kill coming in there from the Mongol squad. Hopefully that isn't going to rattle them too much, but a big mistake could cost them this round.
Machine Gun continues to push down, though. He does get tagged up to 19 health, but he manages to find the frag. And it's going to be Solo going down, so it's a big start for them. A chance here for them to bounce back from it, at least.
Yeah, MVP still lurking around with this bomb. Not dedicating themselves just yet. Spots out one towards Banana. That will bring in the push from this MVP side. And he is the sole one left on B. The other rotator coming in from CT. But MVP, again, they're playing too slow. If they had pushed when they spotted that man, it would have been a 1v3. And now, given time for that rotate, it's a 2v.
Moglo's just wrecking havoc towards quad side. Picks himself up a second kill as well there. And now the only two members left alive for Mongols are on B. MVP, you've got time, but you need to go a little bit faster here. What is with the constant slowness?
Yeah, it's slow calls from MVP. There we go. Suddenly, finally, they're in the mount set. A site is secure, so they will be able to get that bomb done. But again, taking too long. They should be more quick with this. They should be able to know what site is open, especially after Glow gets an amazing entry double kill over on the A site.
You see Glow was trying to play the lurk. I don't think he even expected to manage to make that happen. But instantly you see the Mongols, they go to sit in the B site. They're going to save. They're not going to challenge for it. They don't want to risk it. They've got to save onto every weapon they can. And even the little bit of utility, just the one flash on the defuse kits.
Yeah, so just that round is solo won by Glow. Obviously, one player falling to that team kill, Molly, after getting sprayed through the smoke down Banana. But Glow on his own, bursting out A, securing the site alone. So MVP, here we go, looking strong again, are changing it up, are able to get a bomb plant and a round win, finally into this 5th round.
And we said it was going to be back and forth. That's already starting to show. At least we're seeing from MVP this time around, though. Better tactical T-side play in these first couple of rounds. Especially from that pistol, the way they executed that worked in their favor. They just got to keep themselves going. They've got to keep active. They've got to hold strong.
Yeah, MVP not looking too flustered. It's still early days. They're only down by 1 round. Going to be an equal buy going into this. So this buy round is going to be crucial. This is going to dictate how the rest of these rounds go, who's going to be able to chain them together and build some economy into this further half.
Yeah, the investment from Mongols is huge. And it's actually a really good buy, and even in terms of the utility they've got to work with. Mara up on the AWP as well. But they're loving this triple stack towards B early on. They're doing it time and time again, just spraying down the bullets, trying to catch any of the MVP players off guard who maybe just sat behind it. And you see instantly, Machine Gun rotates back round towards the A site, gains to make sure that they've got the control of A. But that can work so well for them. MVP have just got to try to avoid it every single time it happens.
MVP playing around this mid area now. Does get that smoke on the arch, but he is boosted, so he could spot out an MVP member. Doesn't manage to hit that AWP shot though. Mara will fall back.
It didn't quite have the angle over the smoke there, but this might give him a bit of an opening if any of the T's continue to push up. But it looks like once again they might try to fall back towards the Banana. Zilk's going very aggressive now. He's got coverage from the smoke at the moment, but they're going to be caught out towards Log. The molly goes down. Luckily, he narrowly misses it. Solo's just tapping up, but somehow Zilk's like Neo from the Matrix here because he's dodging all the bullets.
Yeah, he's chosen the pill. He's gone straight red pill. He's ready. He's pushing now onto this B site. Again, though, some slow play from MVP. Allows a rotate over from A towards B. 3 players on this B site now. And they're still going to dedicate themselves to it.
30 seconds to go and they're letting this happen. This is too slow a play. They're not going for the opportunities they get. Machine Gun comes out, but there is an instant trade coming out. HSK continues to push through. Zilk's up on the tight corner. HSK doing the damage, but Zilk ready and waiting. Solo does reply, but the advantage is massively with Mongols. Solo can hear what's happening, and that was huge. That was a play and a half. He's coming with a double. He's fired back, and now Sogu, he's all alone. 1 versus 2. He's got an idea of where Solo might be. Comes round spraying, knows where it's happening. The damage goes down, but Solo with the triple, closing it out. And just by the skin of his teeth, help his team claim that round.
Yeah, such confident play as well. He had 10 seconds on the clock. If he did not get that kill on Ruins when he peeked him, they would have lost the round 100%. His teammate was too far away to get that bomb down. He still wide peeks on Ruins, hearing that noise, gets the kill and secures the round, ties it up now, 3v3. And like I said, that buy was going to be crucial. All of Mongols, except for Machine Gun, left on pistols.
Yeah, Machine Gun with his AWP. He's going to have to rack up kill after kill here and fire back, but HSK's got his. He's ready and waiting for it. The push again coming down towards Banana. You look at Zeph and he's starting to run back because he's like, I've made an error. I don't want to go for this. But Machine Gun, he misses the AWP shot, gets tagged down to 9 health. And this is where it's dangerous. He now just needs to give that weapon away to one of his other teammates because what can you do from there?
Nice shot by NCL though, as the lone member on the B site, but he's gone. Now suddenly that B site is wide open. And the bomb is already there, so that bomb will go down. The 2 remaining Mongol sides players both left on that A side of the map.
And I still feel like MVP are a little bit scared because you saw that he got the 2 kills. Does the B site open? But because of that sometimes being so, oh my god! Thought he was going to get the knife.
Almost. But so Solo does take him down, gets that AWP as well.
Yeah, but what's saying the MVP side of things, they're just way too slow.
Yeah.
Like, they could have pushed into that, and they're just thinking, oh no, there might be a third person there, I don't want to risk it yet. Like, have the confidence in your ability. You guys have outshined them in skill previously. It can be done.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen some amazing performances from all these players. HSK especially, we've talked about, hitting some amazing shots. They need to have more confidence in themselves that if they push on a site, if there's even numbers, you can still win. You will win those duels. Stop. They're trying to bank so much on getting to a site that has a deficit that they're wasting so much time. There's never a deficit because everyone's rotating before they get there.
Solo, UMP in hand, finds himself the first kill. It's going to be pulled back, but he's backed up this time by his teammate. Sogu manages to reply and then grab himself the weapon as well. Even comes in with a kill onto Zeph as the rest of the team from MVP will make their way on B. No one's looked out for Zilk here, and he's actually ninjaing around. He's given away his position, but nearly gets the kill. Glow's able to finish and hang strong. The bomb will go down, but the Mongols, they may as well just charge in and go for this.
Yeah, might as well. And Eco around anyway, no armor on either person. That UMP was picked up from Solo towards mid. Solo doing well to get 2 kills towards mid. See him dodging a lot of bullets, somehow getting a second kill, which gives MVP a huge advantage in this round. Although it was against Eco anyway, still definitely a huge helping hand in the win this round.
It actually looks like NCL might just look for the exit frags here. He's only got 8 health. Sogu's there to back him up a little bit. And it's going to be on with MVP. Continues to push around. The kill's coming in. He saw the side there from NCL. Went a little bit too far. Few more rounds on the board. MVP starting to make a bit of a round difference here in their favor. Starting to gain a bit more control. But they've still got to be careful. They're not out of the dark yet. 12k up on Solo though.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start stringing together these rounds. The economy starts to get out of control. Mongols are going to have to interject soon if they don't want this economy to keep spreading like it is. So much money on this MVP squad. Mongols all in on this round, 50 to 100 between them all. But they have got full util. It's a full buy. This is going to be the round that dictates this half.
And again, the triple every single time. I'm unsure of why MVP don't try to counter it, though, with a few of their own grenades back up, because they fire back at the same time. Mongols really do push deep into Banana.
Yeah, you'd think MVP would have got that by now and made an adjustment. There is always that 3-man banana push, but no counter grenades, and they're even still facing it. It's not even like they're avoiding that banana push. They're still taking damage a lot of the time. Hopefully MVP do cotton on to that soon, how Mongols is playing that B site, but just for now, a little bit of apps control with this AWP, just checking all his corners. He's got a teammate with him.
I love the HSK there, though, just casually walking in with the AWP, looking to play close range, no problem at all.
It's probably a good thing to see, though, because that means at least he's playing confident again. He's getting it back. He realizes, okay, I can kill these people. I haven't just got to run away. I haven't got to get the bomb plant and hide in the smoke. I can kill them.
It's not about running scared. It's about going out and getting it, making it happen. And the rotate's only just coming back in from Banana towards A. You can already see the bombs back at Banana. They're starting to stack up. It's only HSK causing a bit of a diversion here. He's got a very expensive weapon to lose by being this lurker role, but it could pay off if he can pick up a couple of frags here on any of the A players. He knows there's one towards Arch, but he does meet and pay the price for it. Zilk's found the kill. Mara's in a really good spot here. Sprays out one, but can't get anything else for his troubles. They're going to continue to push through. The site itself is clear, and this is looking strong for them to get the bomb plant down. NCL comes spraying through, but Solo smartly waiting towards the back of Banana there, and they didn't expect it at all. Puts it into an even situation here, and Mongols have really got a fight on their hands now.
Yeah, much better played from MVP. Saw there, all pushed together, got that kill on that one man on B, all pushed together, got that bomb down, and here comes the retake attempt from Mongols. It is a 3v3, so it's definitely doable.
And you've got good crossfire from the MVP players, held in very obvious positions, but it's going to take a time for the Mongols to come in. Solo's found himself one. Zilk was instantly able to reply. They've got a back turn to him at the moment. Perry's on it. And Solo's going to hunt the last man down. Zilk still firing with everything he's got. He tries to run away there with 1 health, but everyone will die. But the Mongols saved absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Perry making sure he does not get to take that AWP in the next round. Even he dies, only drops an AK, stops Mongols from saving an AWP. And with that economy advantage, it's going to be huge going in this round.
Yeah, because it's going to be no problem here for MVP to buy one. Mongols will be looking at themselves and thinking, okay, maybe we overextended a little bit there. Because he went to fall back at the end, but he should have made that decision like 5-10 seconds before.
Yeah.
So a tactical timeout once again coming in from the Mongols. They don't want to allow MVP to get too many rounds ahead of them. They don't want to see the same situation where they end a half on a 12-3, and especially as MVP is actually on the T side this time around.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said, this is expected to be a back and forth game. Although MVP are looking strong right now, only a 3-round advantage so far. Should be a 4-round advantage after this, though. It is a weak buy from Mongols, just saving for that next buy round.
But they've all got armor, which is interesting for them to play with. And we're pushing 4 towards B this time round. The nade's coming up from MVP this time, but are they going to be ready for this close range fight? Zeph's found the first one. Perry's there to spray him down, but NCL coming back with a vengeance, going and hunting for more as well. Zeph's got to be careful. He doesn't have much health either. This is really dangerous. Where is Solo to back him up as well? He's slowly coming, but it's a little bit too late.
Oh, Zeph definitely needed to get that kill. If he got that, no one else left on that B side, but that molly will force him out of position. He's already low HP. Zeph versus NCL, both low HP. Oh, that grenade just knocks him down a little bit more. The flank, though, from Mara, another frag missed. This round's gone to a shambles, Jack.
This is chaotic.
Can't even speak. Everything's going wrong. No one can get a kill.
This is chaotic. NCL single-handedly demolishing the rush. Now we've got Mara coming with a fast rotate. MVP playing it slow again. You've got plenty of time, boys. You don't have to commit to this B site.
Yeah, and a good rotate there. Perfectly read by MVP. Heard that there was a second player rush over towards the A site, but they are so spread out. Again, Zeph lurking over towards B. You should be with your teammate here. Don't put him in a 1v1 with the bomb.
Luckily, Solo finds the kill onto Mara. NCL with 16 health left. He's already got the triple kill in, but he's already made his way over. Zeph's a little bit further behind, so he needs to come in and back his teammate up because anything can happen with that crazy CZ in his hand. Luckily, Solo's on top of it. I just wondered why it took Solo so long to come up to Banana and back the rest of his team up.
Yeah, again, a little more sloppy play from MVP. Stuff we've been seeing again, not the greatest of play together, not really trading that well, but it does just about pay off against that eco buy. Going into force buy though, a double AWP set about a Mongols. Zilk and Mara both chiming in with one of their own.
I'm shaking my head to you, Sam, because I am scared for the Mongols that this will destroy their economy more than they can afford if it doesn't pay off. Now, it is a risk versus reward, but surely you would go for the double AWP setup once you've got a couple of rounds on the board at least. And he goes to push. He tags up Solo, actually, so that's quite nice at middle. Tags Solo down to 16 health, but he doesn't find the kill, and that's the important thing here.
Yeah, nothing quite pushing out of MVP yet. All off towards the middle this time. HSK does manage to get an entry onto one of those AWPs, and now that double AWP setup has already been destroyed.
Machine Gun in a really nice spot there, finds himself the first frag. HSK's come all the way around to Library. He's got to check every single angler's position as Glow's able to take down Machine Gun. This is a good chance now for MVP. They've got Arch and CT Spawn control. HSK's looking for NCL to poke out here, instantly taken down, and that's the patience, the beauty of it from HSK, not overextending. But they've got to be careful because Zilk is there in ruins. He's on the B bomb site still, and he does have the AWP to play with, gets the first kill, looks for for a second. He's going to be hunted down, but he's got plenty of health to work with there. They're continuing to spray through, but he didn't know where to turn or where to look. And surely, Sogu is GA. He's going to grab that orb. He's going to save on for the next round because that's exactly what Mongols need.
Yeah, 1 HSK AWP is better than 2 Mongols AWP. Apparently, HSK getting 2 kills in a round and opening up the start of that round magnificently. Lets MVP push in the B site, get that bomb done again, and here we go. We're seeing this string of rounds from MVP like we saw in the first map. Giving away 3 rounds at the start, but ever since then, it's looked very one-sided on the MVP side.
Now, I couldn't off the top of my head remember the money of that MVP had to work with, but they could surely let their AKs now go hunting for him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mongols were all into this round as well. You see Sogu only $50, the rest are pretty much similar, 150 across the board. So MVP are going to try and chase, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to catch him.
A little bit too slow from that time around, but MVP still racking up the rounds. 8-3, and we're going to see another tactical timeout. It's going to be this time Mongols trying to regain themselves, regain their forts, and make it happen here. And they're good for using these tactical timeouts. This makes sense. A pause is always good to try and reset yourselves. But the worrying thought here for me, Sam, is that this is T side where MVP are dominating this time around.
Yeah.
And I know CT side, they're going to be fully prepared for it.
Yeah, they've already proven their strength on that CT side. We know how dominant they can be. The only doubt going in this one was their T side, like you mentioned. That previous round not even winning a single T round, but this one looking a lot smoother. And Mongols, like you said, there's not even a lot of talking going on in this pause, kind of just calming everyone down, letting them know, okay, we can still win the game. It's just 5 rounds, it's fine. But now is the time they need to start stepping up before it does get out of control.
So a pretty good buy considering Mongol's situation. Fair amount of utility to work with. The AWP's up on Zilk. Only one of them. FAMAS and 2 M4s to play with. This is make it or break it now for MVP. Because if they do this round, they're really destroying Mongol's economy. Pick up potentially another 2 to 3 rounds, and then you'll get into basically close it out here.
Oh, Glow just about survives to that molly.
They're just sat literally in between it. There was enough room for them to stand without burning alive. But they're very aggressive on Banana. They're pushed down quite a lot here.
MVP still just over towards this T-spawn area. Not really moving out a lot yet. Not a lot of map control either, but that molly towards B will force him away. Maybe they will try and reclaim this banana area now with that smoke going on.
Now damage has been done across the board. MVP have put the hurt on him, but Glow is the man who's suffered the most. He's down on 11 health, and he's still continuing to try and push through. He's got to be careful as the spam shots from the AWP are coming through.
Here we are slowly making their way up to B. Only 1 on that side, but luckily 1 rotator does come into the CT side, but that smoke should block him off here. And that flash completely blinds Zilk with the AWP.
Yeah, nothing Zilk can do. He's been completely shut out of the situation. Glow's making his way around. Zeph sprays him down. NCL doesn't even have a chance. The bomb's going to be planted, but Zeph's very out in the open for that plant. Wasn't using coffins to protect him there. Drops another smoke down, but MVP now need to get themselves into position.
Yeah, nice little adjustment by Zeph. Knowing that the AWP was on the other side, he knew he would try and bang him as he planted. So he planted a little left of that box, meaning he isn't going to die to that AWP spam, which means it's going to be a call to save from Mongols, despite 4 people being alive. Their economy's just too fragile. They can't afford to go for it.
And this is the best decision Mongols could have made. But the thing they've got to be careful of is MVP are already on the hunt. They know the damage they can now do to him, and this is what they've got to be wary of.
Yeah, especially now that they've seen that Mongols are saving, they know they must be in dire situation. If they have 4 people and they're saving, they must not have any money. So here we go, a squad of MVP members trying to get these kills. But it doesn't look like they're going to hunt anyone down just yet. Sogu does manage to kill Perry in the downtime there, so they will be able to hold on to those 4 weapons. Mongols not losing anyone in that freeze time.
But the money up for MVP at the moment, 11k on Solo, 10k on HSK, another 10k on Zeph. They're very comfortable for the rest of this half here, and they're up 9-3 at the moment. Mongols, they've got to make this work, and with Mongols doing the 4-player save, they've come in with another nice buy here. They are really maximizing every opportunity they have here.
Yeah, Mongols in danger of losing another 12-3 first half. Would be the 3rd of this series, I believe. So they're having flashbacks. Don't want to see that again. Please don't make us win 13 rounds again. We just can't. We haven't got the heart for it anymore.
And that's the thing as well. Like, in terms of how much they've got in them, they've only got so much they can give. It was so hard for them to grind out them rounds on cash. If they had to do that again on Inferno, would they have enough power? Would they have enough steam?
Yeah, definitely. It takes a lot to just even mentally to just slog your way through that, constantly worrying if you're going to lose a round. It could all be over. But here we see the A push coming out from MVP.
This is really solid. They've just run in. Mongols weren't ready for it. Mara's managed to find one, but that's all he's going to get for it. The control of the site is instantly into MVP. Zeph's going to get himself into apartments, just going to wait down for them. And the control once again is fully in the hands of MVP. Mongols, are they going to try and challenge and fight back into this? They're grouping up at the moment, but the smokes are down. The molly's coming out from MVP. They're pushing Mongols around and buying themselves so much time.
I think Mongols feeling now the pressure is on. They need to start winning rounds. They are going to try and go for this retake. The HSK starts it strong with an AWP shot. Isn't able to land the second, but Zeph and Perry got his back. Glow as well. All the boys around him. Make sure he's kept safe. That's going to make Zilk try and save this AWP, but it's going to be difficult anyway.
Oh! Zilk comes in, legs him, pulls out the knife, does the no-scope, does finally go down. But what a play! And even with that, MVP is still smiling.
Yeah, MVP having a little giggle over that one. They did manage to take him down and take that AWP, but Mongols just about have enough money. They will be able to buy into this. But 10-3 again, James. We're seeing it again. 3 rounds on the Mongol side.
My question is, they buy into this, they have to win it, that can work, but this is still going to be, do you opt for a double AWP setup now to try and make it work? Because this is a situation where you could risk it.
Yeah.
You've got Mara on 6.8k, you've got Zilk on 7.3, the other guys can go for umps, and then, yeah, see, they're risking it for double AWP. Now, this is a smart decision in risking the double AWP setup, because you're basically in a situation where you've got not much left to work
with. You're already in such a dire situation, you might as well go in. If you're walking on ice, you might as well dance.
Yes, indeed, and now we see it come out from them. Mongols, despite losing so many rounds, have actually managed their economy so well with what they've been able to save over the last few rounds.
Yeah, definitely. This double AWP set is going to be crucial into this round. Pretty much do or die. Although we said that last time, they won 13 rounds in a row. So let's see what MVP are going to do on this terrorist side.
Now, good nade coming out there from Arch towards middle. Does a bit of damage across the board here. Sogu's going to be right on the corner, poking out, giving the shoulder peek, drops the flash down. Oh, and he walks straight into it. Still manages to get 1 kill somehow, but that's not going to be enough. As Solo's made his way round, machine guns on top of him, and Mongols looking strong as Mara picks up another kill. Mara with a second, looking for the third. For some reason he decides to jump up, but he's that confident, and they do make it work. A 4th round on the board for Mongols. They're not down and out of it yet.
Yeah, finally, they don't have to see that 12-3 finish. No more of that, so they are at least able to get 4 rounds. And hopefully, if they get 5, suddenly it's not looking so bad. If you get 5 rounds, you get a pistol, then you're in touching distance. It wasn't all so bad. So this is going to be a pretty big round for Mongols here. They're going to want to take this 5th round just to even out these numbers going into that second half.
And we see another solid buy coming out from MVP. The crazy thing is about MVP, every single time they all go towards middle. No one bothers with second middle early on. We see the similar situation here from Mongols. They all push out of the triple towards Banana, then they end up firing back, and it's all a fight for control.
And the utility being thrown over towards B. MVP must be aware of the B presence Mongols are always showing, so at least they're not taking as much damage early on, not opening themselves up to the grenades as much, but they are still working their way up B despite knowing this is where usually the stack is.
Some of the most predictable plays ever. As Solo starts off well, they isolated NCL because of the Molotov, but he's able to fire back. Zilk's there ready and waiting, machine gun pushed up front, and this is a good hold so far. They've given themselves a 1-man advantage as Perry's onto A, trying to do the damage, but Mara, nerves of steel, he didn't falter at all there.
Yeah, Glow now left as a lurker over towards this site. HSK over towards Quad is only help. And you can see Glow is actually playing aggressive, trying to get a kill on this rotator, but as HSK falls, this round's going to be super difficult to win now. Zilk gets it with the AWP, and they do manage to get those 5 rounds on that first half.
10-5. That's a lot better than what it could have been. We were almost thinking it was going to be 12-3 once again, but Mongols, they've managed to bounce back, and this gives them hope going into the next half.
Yeah, definitely. Now we're starting to see a game. We thought it'd be a bit closer than this, but depending on the start this second half goes, it could still be really close. If they win this pistol, Mongols, it's going to put them within touching distance.
Yep.
And we've seen how they play. They could definitely pull it back. People like Machine Gun, they can go off and even pull some rounds together on their own, single-handedly getting 3 Ks in the round. So definitely not over any stretch of the imagination for Mongols.
And both teams seem to be in really high spirits again now. They know that this is the last chance for them, but there's so many options available to them. Inferno was this middle ground for both teams. MVP started off with a bit of back and forth with them, then they took some dominance, but Mongols never gave up, and that's the key thing here. We will be going to a break though, guys, so do stick with us and we'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. It's time for the last half of this best of 3 here between these two teams. MVP going up against Mongols. And we have seen action across the board. It looked like it was going to be a completely one-sided affair. Cobblestone came up, MVP destroyed them. Then we looked to see a repeat. Mongols bounced back. And even now on Inferno, it has been pretty back and forth. 10-5, a respectable scoreline. It was put up on the T side, though, which is interesting to see from MVP. But Mongols never gave up. And now I'm super excited to see how it goes for the second half.
That strong finish to the half saves them pretty much into the second half, allows them in touching distance. If they get this pistol, they're in a pretty sweet position. 2 runs behind, pretty much negligent at that point. It doesn't do much. But losing this pistol could give them a bit of trouble, though, because if MVP win this pistol, suddenly it could be 13-5. That's another big comeback you've got to drag yourself up to.
And this is the thing. In the back of their minds, they're thinking, okay, Mongols have done it to us once before. We know they can do it again. Yeah. We must give it our all. But we saw MVP on this map before. They've had fantastic pistol rounds against Kings on it. Can they repeat it here against Mongols? And this time around, Mongols are going for a very similar situation where NCL's just going to have the smoke and 2 flashes. Machine Gun's got the decoy. Everyone else is going for armor. Glocks in play. We've got 3 stacked towards the B bomb site up on MVP. And Zeph's looking to push out a little bit there. The flash comes out, and that was nicely timed. His teammate throws the flash over. He's there able to pop out, try and get some damage, try and get some information. Now, he hasn't got any kills yet. He hasn't done too much work, but it's given him the opportunity to see what they're actually up to at this stage.
Drops the decoy, trying to use it as a fake flash perhaps, but you see a rotate. Most of the MVP members, are over towards A as well as the Mongol squad. Looks like the execute's going to be on A, where the big stack of MVP is.
Yeah, this is really interesting now because Mongols will be expecting them to be mainly stacked up towards B. Instead, they could be walking to their imminent doom at this stand. It depends what Mongols can pull off. They're pushing out, coming around quad side and apartments. It's all guns blazing. Zilk's leading the charge. They're in the site as Glow and Perry. They're bringing up the kills. HSK's in there as well. Zilk's all alone. 1 versus 3. tapping away. He's ducking and diving, and HSK doesn't know where to look, where to turn. He's waiting for his teammates to come in, and Perry comes in with a final kill. Another strong pistol round there for MVP, making it 11-5.
That's going to be a gut-wrenching pistol lose on Mongols. Like I said, they were just about in touching distance after getting 5 rounds, but losing the pistol is going to make this so much harder now. MVP will be able to chain some rounds together as long as they don't lose to this force play.
Yeah, and that's the key thing. And we've touched on this already, but to me it's just baffling how over on this Asian scene, they don't do the same kind of force-ups. We don't see the crazy pistols plays that we see from European and North American players. Like, we see them buy up, but how many times do you see it actually work? It just doesn't here.
Yeah, HSK again, just going with that CZ. Perhaps wanted to save for the AWP in the following rounds, but it feels like he doesn't even need a gun.
Well, Solo popped out. He's done a bit of damage, but can't find the frag. Machine Gun manages to make it happen. And this is a good start here for Mongols, but they've got to be careful. The rotates come in, but that means that they've split up MVP. It's 2 in each site.
Yeah, the grenade does manage to take down the low HP machine gun as well, so evens out those numbers once again. 4v4 now, 2 on each site. It does look like Mongols are opting towards A, but not quite dedicating themselves yet.
And the good thing here is HSK's managed to get in there, grab Solo's gun, so there's no worry of Mongols actually having that weapon. But I'd be very scared of what Zilt can do with that Deagle in his hand. He's being given a lot of room to work with here at Arch. You can see Zeph back at B trying to hold strong, and see he got so far, and that's a scary position for him to be in because there was no one taking the close range flight. So that means he got up close and personal with a Deagle, fired long range, gets the 1-taps in, and now Perry's got to be the man that has to be careful with it as well because he's got the FAMAS in his hand. He's done the damage, but he can't finish him off though.
And that bomb currently towards B as well. Luckily, MVP has put a rotator over toward that site. But now the bomb's changing again. Not quite deciding when they go yet. And only 30 seconds left in this clock. Mongols are going to have to dedicate themselves soon.
Sogu's fallen in the meantime. Rapid and even trade. Zeph's in a good position because he's not in the site so he can die. He can maybe hold back and wait for the rotate to come around. He sprays through, does a lot of damage to both Silk and NCL there. Perry's coming in with the kills. And this is a good start here for MVP. They've got to try and stop that bomb from being planted. Zeph comes out to tap away with the USP. And that's a 12th on the board for MVP here. They're starting off strong, but that was a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, a little shaky at the start, but that round does finish as you would expect. MVP winning that round after getting the pistol. Some rifles coming into play now, an M4 in the hands of Perry, allowing them a bit more stability. Not quite having to take those short-range duels, not relying on a UMP so much. Now it's looking rough, 12-5 for MVP.
We're going to see all the Glocks up on Mongols. They're going to look to just try and get this round out of the way. If they can get a bomb down, that would be the dream. But MVP are stacked up, got a full arsenal to work with of weapons, utility, everything they have in play. Now Machine Gun could, if he didn't have a Glock, do some damage here because he's tucked away. His teammate's taking all the damage for him, and he can just poke out here if he's not spotted, and he might leave unchecked. This is wow, see, that is exactly that. He can't grab the weapon just yet. He can see it, but he's like, I want it. I can't reach it. Oh! And that was a burst. Nicely done.
Do manage to recover 2 rifles as well. So Machine Gun now has an M4 in his hand, and Mara's got a FAMAS of his own. 3v2, but they have got some weaponry at least going into this push.
This is crazy here as Machine Gun continues to do the damage. He's picked up the triple. Only 2 members remain for MVP here. 2 versus 2. Machine Gun is continuing on to go on the hunt as he picks up a 4th. This man is a monster. Only Perry remains. The bomb goes down on the B bomb site. And Mongols look to turn things around. They're not giving up just yet. Can Machine Gun clutch this out and bring in the ace? Perry's has got the kit on. He's got an incendiary to play with as well. That could buy him the time. He's going to try and flush him out, but it's towards the wrong direction. I'm not sure why he thinks he's in exactly that spot. He's continuing to go for it. Oh, he's going to look straight all the way around. Great read from Perry. Very smart, but that was so close once again. Machine Gun, 4 kills off of a Glock. 2 with Glock kills, and 1 was even a burst Glock. When do we see burst Glock kills?
You know what's even sadder, though? A round where Machine Gun gets 4 kills.
And none of his teammates can't do anything.
Cannot win. What does this man have to do? 2 kills with a Glock, picks up a weapon, no armor the entire time, gets 4, and it's still not enough.
How far are we away from cloning people?
I think about 20 years we got it done, mate. Haven't they cloned a sheep? I think we can do it. I think we can do it.
That's what Machine Gun's hoping out for.
Yeah,
then.
I think we could try it out.
There you go. You get 5 Machine Guns, you got a chance. But all jokes aside, he is just a one-man wrecking crew, and he proved exactly why just then. Now Mongols do have the buy in their hands. Zilk's up on the AWP. Fair amount of utility to play with here.
This buy round is going to be the real test here. Mongols do have that AWP again in the hands of Silk, who we've seen can do very well with it. Not able to get an entry just yet, but Mongols are spread out along this map trying to get some information.
Now the worrying thing here is the amount of utility that's already being spent actually for MVP this time around. Mongols have kept more of theirs together. Zeph's in a nice spot, pushed all the way down towards the logs at Banana. He can kind of catch him off guard if he wants to here. But it's all going to come down to timing because they're still hanging around there and they can hear exactly what's going on.
Yeah, lurking towards the bottom of B now are the Mongols, but only 2 players of MVP towards B, and he does get taken down by Silk. Suddenly, B site's open. All the other players are towards A. Let's see if MVP are going to go for this retake.
Solo was just out way too aggressive there. Gets punished for it as Zilk finds him with the AWP. Now Mongols can just attack this B bomb site with absolute confidence because instantly MVP are going to save. They can't risk this.
Yeah, definitely 3 M4s in hand. They don't want to throw those away. There is going to be a little bit of a hunt for Machine Gun here, although he doesn't have a lot of money. He is Machine Gun, so he's going to try and get some kills anyway. Drop some of these rifles away. But MVP have got a nice hold here, so they're hoping to hold on to all of these rifles.
And actually, you're seeing the hunt coming from Mongols, which is good that they are going to go for it. There's no reason not to, as Perry. Just 2 taps, that's all he needs.
I think that's going to be enough to scare away the Mongols
Yeah,
as well.
they're like,
Alright,
no, we're going back.
Yeah, you can keep them.
We're not risking this.
Alright.
So Mongols do find themselves a 6th round on the board. They're not down and out of it yet, but neither are MVP. The buy here for MVP is going to be a very mixed state of affairs. We're going to have a couple of oomps. Then we've got the M4s in play that were saved through. Well, actually, Solo doesn't go for a UMP this time around. That's interesting. So he's going for more economy on it, and you can see that every player is trying to get as much economy as they can. It's a respectable enough buy, but it is going to be difficult for him.
Yeah, definitely with those SMGs, going to have to play in those close quarters situations, and no AWP in the hands of MVP will mean Zilk will have a big advantage in these long-range deals.
The thing is, Solo going aggressive. Is it going to be able to pay off for him? Because he's going up against full AKs. They've got all the utility to play with as well. And you can see a very different style here from MVP on how they take Banana compared to what Mongols did. We're not seeing the triple push down. And that's allowing Mongols to come up every single time and at least pressure them at the beginning.
Yeah, MVP still staying spread out though. Not quite sure where the Mongols are going to go, and it looks like they are heading towards A.
And hopefully HSK does rotate back round to A because he needs to be there to back his team up, especially on CTR's side at the moment, because they could just sneak around comfortably. Glow drops out the flash to bait him in, and that's good though. That gives HSK back the control that he needed. The incendiary grenades go down, stops Mongols from pushing a little bit further, buys them a few more seconds here, and the timer is ticking. Mongols going to have to go right now if they want to try and make this, because any halting that they have is going to be really difficult for them. 30 seconds on the clock, and the bomb is only just coming up towards Arch side.
Yeah, 2 people selling the fake over towards B as well, so the Mongols are going to have to be successful with their first push, or they will not have any time left on this clock.
I don't see where they're going to go from here. Like, there is no time. If you have any resistance like this, it's not going to happen. Glow standing strong in pit. They're not going to get the bomb down. There's only 2 members left alive for the Mongols, and the slow play was far too slow. They've obviously just lost track of time, and they're going to be punished for it massively here. They've lost their AWP. They've only got 2 players left alive with AKs, and they're not going to get the money benefit. That's a 14th round on the board for MVP. MVP only needs 2 more rounds now, and Mongols let that slip away.
Yeah, definitely. If you're not Zeus, unfortunately, you can't get away with playing that late into a round. When you're pushing with 10 seconds left, if your bomb carrier dies, that's it. It's over. It doesn't matter if you get a trade kill, you still can't get the bomb down. And Mongols, once again, caught off guard by that low timer on the clock.
And what's crazy as well is Solo had the MP9, but didn't even need to use it in the end. That was the risk for them to buy into that. Like, it was a dire situation for MVP, and they still managed to come away with the win.
Yeah, Mongols just defeating themselves at that point. No matter if they won the duels, they wouldn't have had enough time. Here comes an aggressive push, and Silk does manage to get the entry.
Instant trades, though. NCL was doing exactly what MVP was failing to do, that we'd seen so many times happen. And again, Mongols looking strong at B, but most of the players are still towards A. This is a beautiful way to fake it out, but the bomb does seem to be trying to rotate round. NCL's got to be careful. Misses the nade a little bit there. Perry's on top of it to try and fire back. Bit of a scrappy play there as well between HSK and NCL, but still the advantage went in favor of the Mongols. Glow is the only man left alive for MVP here, and maybe he'll just decide to save.
Yeah, 1v3 not looking likely, but it does look like he's going to try and go for some exits at least, try and get some of these rifles out of the hands of Mongols, knowing their economy is low anyway. Could be meaningful into the further rounds.
And this is the thing here, Glow's just going to hang back, wait to see if any of them are going to come hunting for him. And they're pretty spread out anyway at this stage. All leaving the site now, no one's coming close to him just yet. And yeah, that's going to be it. Everyone's going to be able to hang on to what they've got. They'll save it through comfortably. And Mongols will put a 7th on the board.
Yeah, just about getting that round. Able to stop... Glow, not able to stop anyone taking those rifles into the next round, meaning Mongols will finally have a secure buy, whereas on the MVP side, they are going to have to eco. They've been a reset again, not great money, but they've got 7 rounds to work with, so it's not really that big of a worry for them right now.
Now the rest of the team for MVP are going to struggle to really do anything here, so are they going to stack maybe 4 to one side? Nope, we're still putting 3 and A2 in B. I was wondering if you just stack the pistols in A and then leave the M4 on B or something like that. Try and mix it up a little bit, try and catch Mongols off guard.
And Mongols, like we've seen, they love this B aggression on this map, always up towards that B at the start of the map, both on CT and T side. And it does work as well. They often get that control, at least gaining that map advantage for the start of the round.
Yeah, we've not really been able to see Solo come out and do anything crazy, because every time he pushes a little bit further forward on Banana, he just instantly gets shot down.
Yeah, some strong control by Mongols there. At least some sort of shining light, even though they are down by this many rounds. Could be something they could work off of.
And still slow play coming out from the Mongols. They're taking their time. They don't want to rush into anything just yet. Favoring the B-bomb site time and time again. The smokes and flashes go over. The Molotovs beautifully placed to push Solo out of position. Zeph's there to fire as well, but he's sat in the smoke. He's looking for an opening. He's looking to see what he can hear here. The bomb's going to be planted, and Zeph's going to go for it, but can't find the frag. Tags him down massively there. Not able to get the kill.
Now almost stops that bomb plan, but 4 HP by the skin of his teeth. Mara does manage to get that bomb down and survive. So now there's probably going to be another save for Glow, while his 2 members with just USPs try and get some sort of exits.
Mara's got to thank his lucky stars there. 4 health and he makes it happen. Machine gun, he comes into ruins. He's like, no lads, you're not saving here. You're just going to go down.
Yeah, no exits available for the MVP side. All of the Mongols surviving, so at least building that economy while they are winning these rounds. Another eco for MVP. I doubt they're going to force into this round, but maybe we'll see how the cash is looking. Glow saving that M4 might change things a bit, may allow them to get into this round.
Now, where's the point that MVP start to call in a pause? Because it's getting close once again. That lead is diminishing, and Mongols are only 6 rounds away from even up. Now, 6 is a lot of rounds, but they've started to get this few rounds on the board. And once again, you see Machine Gun. He's the man making it happen. 20 for 12 right now.
Yeah, and although 6 rounds a lot, when you've won 13, suddenly it seems really easy to win 6 rounds. So definitely still in this game of Mongols. MVP slight faltering, but mostly in the economy. Now they're going to try and recover with this buy. Only 1 SMG, so it's a decent buy, some good utility, and that all back in the hands of HSK.
We have a situation again for MVP where they've got a good amount of utility to work with, but it could be better for them. They just can't spend it out too early. They've got to bide as much time as possible and try and get that clock run down, because that's where Mongols start to fall apart when the pressure's on them. We saw before in that previous round.
Yeah, definitely delaying them with utility does seem to put Mongols in a sort of shaky situation when they're forced to push late into the round. Not a lot of communication going down, the bomb being dropped, bomb carriers not being trade killed, means they lose a lot of those rounds when it comes down to the last 20-30 seconds.
And Mongols are just loving this B site time and time again. This is obviously where they feel they can get the most amount of rounds. They obviously feel it's the weak spot for MVP. MVP have got to change that around, though. They've got to find a way to push back here.
This is looking like it's going to be another late play from Mongols as well. Already falling back 40 seconds on the clock and none of their utility being done yet. Looking like it's going to be a BXQ, though, not enough time to rotate over. But still, 2 members of Mongols lurking on A, trying to catch rotators. They're leaving themselves not much time into this round, James.
And there's one incendiary up on Solo that he can use to delay it a little bit further. I'm sure he's going to throw that down first. That's exactly what happens, but the positioning of it wasn't that amazing. The fire comes out. The fire is all working in favor of Mongols, though. Solo tries to hold strong. HSK's come round, picks up a second kill there. He's the only one holding it back at the moment. He's trying to stop that bomb from being planted, and that's exactly what it does. One-man army, HSK, he saves the day for MVP. He puts them into match point.
Another round where Mongols lose to the clock. HSK knowing exactly, they only had 5 seconds left. You haven't got to go for the guy who was supporting him. Just kill that bomb planter and the round is won. Exactly what he does. Wide peaks for that orb. Goes for the risky play, dies afterwards, but does get that kill. Secures match point, and now just 1 round away your MVP.
Now, how next level was that from HSK? Because he knew which target he wanted, and he never lost sight of it, despite the other T coming round to fire back. Mongols are going to be kicking themselves for losing 2 crucial rounds now to the time.
Yeah, again, leaving themselves not enough time. They're trying to bait out a lot of rotates, but much like MVP we saw on their T side, it's not worth it if you're going to give away so much and leave such little time. You're better to just go together, try and get the duels, instead of trying to bait them around by doing fakes on the other side, leaving lurkers.
Now Machine Gun's got himself in a really nice position. He's up in the cubby hole. The smoke's going to go down. HSK's completely ruined from doing anything there. He's going to have to come around to Archside. He's got only a FAMAS to work with as well. No flashes at all, so he has to wait for them to come to him. He's got to check every single angle here. Zeph's come around to back him up. Solo's going to be holding down Banana on his own. He's got all the information, though. The B site's pretty much clear. It's going to be an A execute coming out from Mongols, and I don't think they're going to allow it down to chance on the timer here.
Here we go, a fast push from Mongols this time, making sure they don't want to lose to that clock again. But HSK does manage to get the first kill of the round, slowing down this push. Glow gets one as well. Sogu only manages to get one for that side, and Zeph and another. They do make their way into the site finally with that bomb, but they are in a man disadvantage.
Yeah, 3 versus 2 now. Zeph, Solo, HSK, it's their time to make it happen. It's their time to close it out now. Zilk's got his orb. But can he hold strong? He needs to get himself into pit. He needs to have a bit of an angle to work here. Solo can hear exactly what's happening, though. Is he going to check for it? He finds the first one. Is he aware of where the orb is? He does now as that shot fires off. He's got the Tech 9 out. Still makes it happen. And he comes in with that orb shot. Zilk, the one-man wrecking crew on this round, he makes it happen for the Mongols, and he does it with a stylish no-scope at the end. Yes. But who still uses Tech 9?
Yeah, true.
What is this?
He doesn't care, mate. He's a savage, straight bringing the Tech 9, peeling faces off, and gets 3 kills to keep them in the game.
When he pulled out the Tech 9, I was like, no way, he's going to get this kill. Oh my god, what? He gets
Savage,
the Tech 9,
man,
and then not even a scope. That was ridiculous.
Unbelievable
Zilk,
play from Zilk there.
the one-man savior here. Between Zilk and Machine Gun, that is all the Mongols seem to need.
Absolute lanimals on this team. Going huge when it matters, but still a massive upward hill. 6 more rounds they need to get on the board to win this.
Now it's only USPs for MVP. They're going for the full save, and Machine Guns, he's just going to take full advantage of it. They're going to push on to B surely now. Check all the corners, make sure it's all clear. Smoke goes down towards the CT spawn side. They're making sure everything's covered here, but they're not taking any risks at this stage, despite them only having USPs. And interestingly enough, HSK has a Zeus. I wonder what he's going to try and do here.
Yeah, let's see if he can catch anyone off that. That would be huge, but I doubt they're going to fall into this trap. Mongols doing it pretty methodically, pushing on the B side. There's no one there, but they are just checking every corner to make sure. They will get this bomb down eventually.
And you see Machine Gun's leaving nothing up to chance. He's like, okay, I'm waiting. I'm not allowing them to catch us off guard.
CT members as well looking like they just don't even want to give the money over to Mongols, so they're probably just going to save USP, although you're not taking anything around, at least you're not giving them $300.
HSK's probably just saying, guys, protect my taser, I've got a plan.
I
know what
next
I can
round.
do with the Zeus.
I can go huge.
He's like, if they get close range of me, I'm going to taser them. Trust me.
Spreading out now, though, trying to get some rifles. With just USPs in hand with no armor, it's going to be difficult for MVP here.
No, HSK, stay alive. Keep the Zeus. Oh, they actually managed to do it, but they won't be able to go get the gun.
Someone is sprinting towards the door, but the Zeus almost connects, and Glow gets 2. Does he get the AK? He does, just in time.
Ooh.
So he does get 1 rifle.
That's a big save. But now the question is, do they go for the buy?
It's looking like they are. Perry, yeah, here we go. They are buying up into this round.
I was wondering
M4,
if it counts in where they go, okay, let's take a double save to be completely sure. But they believe they can do it. 1 UMP, 1 FAMAS, 1 NK, and 2 M4s. Good amount of utility, not the best, but they've got 2 defuse kits on there as well, so that saves that worry as well.
A nice spread out start again from the Mongols, trying to take some map control, get some information. Zeph playing pretty aggressive over towards the banana. UMP in hand, so does want to get right up close and personal to this Mongol squad. Does wide peek, doesn't manage to get any kills, but some damage is traded onto Zilk.
That was nice because he got flashed in by his teammate. He's done even more damage to NCL as well. But it's time to fall back, Zeph, because you don't want to overextend and put your team in a difficult situation once again. They play so aggressive, and at times it can work, but it's questionable. So questionable.
Definitely a more utility now being thrown by this MVP squad. Nice little boost up towards these plant pots here. Going to try and stop this B push. Again, a similar strat we've been seeing from Mongols. 2 people towards A, the lurkers trying to catch rotators, then the main bulk of your squad over towards B with that bomb.
And this is it as well. Mongols, they're just taking their time. They're working with it. They love this B bomb site. And they've had a lot of success here, admittedly, but eventually MVP will cotton on to what you're doing, and they will be prepared and ready for it. The mollies go over, but Solo's not playing that position this time around. Perry's found the lurk. As Zeph, surely he can see what's going on. Finds himself 1 kill. Sprays down and falls out of position. Still manages to stay alive. A lot of these players are low as well. He's come all the way around Ruins. He's continuing to spray down. Are they going to hunt him though? The nades come out. He does get taken out of it. 3 versus 3. Glows on the sneak. Zilk comes in with the kill with the AWP. He wasn't even looking for it, but Perry's there to even up the numbers. Now this is where Machine Gun and NCL have to be very careful here. HSK's making his way around Ruins. They've got no flashes to work with, but 1 incendiary grenade up on Perry. He fires out towards the back corner. NCL's going to burn alive. Perry finds the kill. And where's the final man? Machine Gun snuck all the way around. He's in Ruins on 25 health. It's a 1v1 for potentially the final round here of the first half.
And HSK just sticks it. He wins 16-10. MVP win the game. Don't even get to see him defuse it, James. But HSK, nerves of steel, just sits there, defuses it. You ain't gonna face me.
He was fully like, yeah, it's not gonna happen.
There's no way. There's no way you think I'd stick this.
Stick this in such a crucial round. What a way to close it out there. HSK, the young man, shining through, standing strong for his team. MVP.